Hello everyone, I am Ray Ann Doraman, and my task for today is to discuss literacy and numeracy, with a focus on the context of early childhood education. Literacy and numeracy are the building blocks of learning. They open the door to knowledge, understanding, and lifelong success. Studies show that children who develop these skills early are more likely to excel academically and beyond. The objectives of this presentation: first to define literacy and numeracy, then to explore key theories, trends, innovations and challenges. Next to emphasize family and teacher roles. Lastly to identify effective teaching strategies and activities that promote literacy and numeracy. 20 years ago, literacy was defined as reading and writing. To prepare students to meet the demands of the 21st century, the definition has expanded. Literacy is the ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, communicate, and compute using written materials in different contexts. Emergent literacy, on the other hand, refers to the early skills children develop before formal school. Foundational literacy skills include phonological awareness, the ability to hear and play with sounds in words, like rhyming, cat, and hat. The alphabetic principle, understanding that letters represent sounds. Phonics, connecting letters to their sounds to read words. And word recognition, quickly identifying familiar words, like seeing dog, and knowing it instantly. Numeracy used to mean just basic arithmetic, like adding or subtracting. Today, it's broader. UNESCO defines numeracy as the ability to use math to solve real-life problems using numbers, symbols, diagrams, graphs, and text. The stages of numeracy are: emergent, early awareness of numbers; perceptual, recognizing quantities and shapes; figurative, understanding objects and pictures; counting on, solving problems by counting; and facile, performing calculations confidently and efficiently. Early literacy is the ability to understand and use language through reading, writing, speaking, and listening. For young children, it's less about reading books or writing letters, and more about building foundational language skills. The goal is to prepare them for formal reading and writing by strengthening communication and comprehension. Early numeracy is the ability to understand and use numbers and basic math concepts. In early years, it focuses on developing confidence with numbers and problem solving, laying the foundation for later math learning. Key theories in early learning include Piaget, who described stages of thinking, like understanding that the number of blocks stays the same even if they are rearranged. Vygotsky highlighted learning with others, such as reading a story together and discussing it, or using scaffolding, where a teacher guides a child step by step. Bruner emphasized discovery learning, where children explore letters or numbers and figure out patterns on their own. Why does this matter? Literacy and numeracy are more than academic skills, they are survival tools. A child who can read, communicate, solve problems, or manage money develops confidence and independence. These skills play a critical role in life, support effective communication, strengthen problem solving, and align with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, making them global priorities. Literacy today is multimodal. Children now learn through storytelling apps and ebooks, which make reading interactive. Research also highlights additional literacy skills: digital literacy, using technology effectively; information literacy, finding and evaluating information accurately; and media literacy, understanding and analyzing content from different media. These skills help children succeed in today's information-rich world. Current trends in numeracy emphasize hands-on and engaging learning. Play-based math helps children explore numbers through games and activities. Manipulatives, such as beads, shapes, or counting tools, make abstract concepts tangible. Technology, like interactive math apps, supports learning, while problem-solving, inquiry-based activities, and early STEM experiences prepare children for real-world math skills. Research shows that strong early learning skills are powerful predictors of later academic success. But without early intervention, gaps in development don't close, they persist and widen over time. That's why investing early isn't just important, it's essential for giving every child the chance to thrive. For example, a preschooler who cannot identify letters may face reading difficulties later, underscoring the need for early intervention. Learning is shaped by the environment. In print-poor homes, children often begin school already behind, and limited classroom resources make it harder for teachers to close the gap. Rote memorization in math can create fear and anxiety, especially without meaningful, hands-on experiences. When the environment doesn't nurture learning, children struggle to see reading and math as useful or engaging. Simple, engaging activities can spark literacy from the start. Reading aloud and shared reading build vocabulary and imagination. Storytelling and role play strengthen communication. Singing rhymes and word games make language fun and memorable. And even scribbling, drawing, and labeling lay the foundation for writing. These playful experiences turn everyday moments into powerful learning opportunities. Early math can be playful and fun. Counting games and number songs build familiarity with numbers. Sorting and classifying objects strengthen problem-solving skills. Measuring while cooking or during play brings math into real life. And number-based movement games make learning active and joyful. These hands-on experiences transform math from memorization into meaningful understanding. Innovations in literacy are opening new doors for children. Storytelling remains a powerful way to build imagination and language. Big books make reading a shared, interactive experience for whole groups. And digital apps bring words and stories to life, offering personalized, engaging practice. Together, these tools blend tradition with technology to spark a love of reading. Innovations in numeracy make learning math fun and meaningful. Hands-on tools and math games let children explore numbers actively. Story-based activities connect problem-solving to real life, while digital games offer interactive, personalized practice. By moving beyond rote memorization, these approaches help children see math as practical, engaging, and enjoyable. Role of teachers in early childhood education. Facilitator and motivator, guide learning, spark curiosity, and encourage literacy in math attempts. Observer, monitor strengths, weaknesses, and progress to give tailored support. Family collaborator, partner with families to support development inside and outside the classroom. Environment builder, create a safe, inclusive, and supportive classroom for confident learning. Learning starts at home. Parents are a child's first teachers. Reading bedtime stories builds language and imagination, while singing counting songs introduces numbers in a fun way. Even simple activities like labeling household chores help children recognize words and concepts in everyday life. By making learning part of daily routines, families lay a strong foundation for school success. Effective teaching strategies for early literacy and numeracy help every child succeed. Scaffolding breaks tasks into manageable steps, while guided questions encourage thinking and language. Differentiated instruction meets each child's needs, and hands-on learning makes concepts tangible. Story-based and playful activities engage learners, digital tools offer interactive practice, and family involvement reinforces skills at home. As we've seen, literacy and numeracy are not just about English and math. They're shaping how children learn and grow. When nurtured through meaningful and playful experiences, they build confidence, curiosity, and adaptability. In the end, early literacy and numeracy equals lifelong learning, equipping children to thrive as capable and independent learners. Strong foundations today create stronger futures tomorrow. These early experiences shape not just skills, but a love of learning that lasts a lifetime. Thank you for listening. Let us continue to nurture children's literacy and numeracy skills to build a strong foundation for lifelong learning. May we all work together in guiding young learners toward success.